Hi guys, it's Arran again. Today I am back with something that isn't Power Rangers, shock horror. It's from the epic TV show The Flash, which me and Mum watched all 9 seasons of. We binge watched it. I think we watched it in about 3 months, all 9 seasons. It's funny, I'll tell you quickly how we got into this before I give you a turnaround. I saw a trailer of it, thought, it was like a 30-second trailer that I saw stumble across on, I think it was Instagram. And I said to Mum, that looks good. So we sat and watched it while we were eating dinner one day, and probably after the first or second episode, we were hooked. Absolutely hooked. And we, like I said, we binge watched all 9 seasons. I'm bloody hell talking about this, but I'm getting flashbacks. And the whole storyline is incredible. Incredible. So, since we've watched that, me and Mum have now stumbled across 2 other shows so far. Supergirl, which at the moment The Flash is in. And by the way, Supergirl is hot. It's alright. And we're also going to watch the Green Arrow. Because The Flash he was in that as well. I see the one annoying thing about The Flash was they would do like to be continued in Green Arrow or to be continued in Supergirl, and that really annoyed me and Mum because we had to watch 9 seasons of Flash first and then go on to Supergirl and see the episodes that we didn't see in The Flash because it said to be continued in like Supergirl. But yeah, and I don't know when it's out, but apparently the guy that played Barry Allen, who became Flash, is doing some cameos in a couple of movies. I don't know when they're out, and I don't know particularly I don't know what they're called. I just know he's doing cameos. I think he owns one of his suits as well. Anyway, so this is by DC Collectables, and I got this for Easter. So yeah, I got this for Easter. Or this was one of the things I got for Easter. I got 3 actually. And what's funny about this is me and Mum were looking at this figure probably a month before Easter. But the specific one that we were looking at, which was exactly the same as this, which he used and wasn't in Great Nick. So my mum found another one, which was in Great Nick, which she will not tell me the price of, so I'm assuming it was quite expensive. But yeah, if you're a fan of DC or a fan of superhero things, highly recommend The Flash, I really do. Anyway, I'll give you a turnaround now. So, I'm going to talk about the sides first. Hold on a second. Yeah. So, on the side here is a picture of the Flash. Now, we're not sure whether it's a picture of the figure or a doctored picture from the show. But it looks so like Barry Allen, we think it's like a doctored image that was used on the show. And then coming round to the back, you can see the other ones you can get. So you can get the Reverse Flash, which is basically the evil version of the Flash, but the suit is yellow. And you can get a couple of others, which I'll tell you in a minute. But coming around to the front now, you can see the figure. Brand new in its box, still looks incredible. And this is one of 5, I believe. So the other figures you get is, I'll continue giving you a turnaround. So the other characters you can get are Captain Cold, Heatwave, and the Reverse Flash. And obviously the normal Flash. I love the Flash, I really do. And I have heard, and I don't know how true this is, but they might be doing a reunite episode of all the Flash cast as almost like a movie, but it will be like a 1 hour episode. It won't actually be a movie. But I don't know how true that is, it's just something I read. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. You can watch this on ITVX, by the way. You can watch The Flash on ITVX. Because I've not had him out of the box. So this is brand new. And I will be collecting them all if I can find them for a reasonable price, because so far the ones that I've seen are a little bit steep in price, let's just put it that way. And I have no idea where I'm going to display him or any of the others when I get them, because yeah, they're superheroes, but they're not Power Rangers. I don't have any other collectible figures. It's only Power Rangers, literally. Only Power Rangers. So we're gonna get him out of the box, shall we? So, I've got him out of the box now. So, just before I give you a turnaround, when we kind of broke him open, so to speak, he was cable tied in, or so we thought, because he had a cable tie around his waist, which wasn't done up. And like I said, I've never had this figure out of the box until today, so that cable tie wasn't me, so that must have come out of the DC Collectables factory, not cable tied in properly. So I'll give you a turnaround of it, hopefully it'll stay standing. We have tested, but you never know with these things. So I'll talk about the side of it first, because it seems to have gone to the side. So the suit is textured, looks fantastic as well. It's kind of the darker suit that he had, because he had a couple of different ones. So like I said, the suit is textured all the way round, particularly the head, I don't know what you call them, for mask thing. He called them a specific name which I can't remember. Yeah, that's even textured. Coming around to the front now, you can see the Flash emblem on its chest. This, I believe, is the second version of the Flash emblem that was used in the show. You can see his belt, which is also textured. You can see like the little Flash symbols on his ears. Everything about this is incredible. And I've just noticed even his backside is textured. But it looks really like him. Not perfectly like him, but close enough to where you could tell that it's him. So even his spare hands are textured. So he has the set that's on him at the moment, which are the clenched fist, not clenched fists, relaxed fists, and he has two other spare pairs. But I have just noticed something. He's got one of his facing hands on and one of the holding hands on. Now I would have thought he would have had both of the facing hands on. I really would. I love this figure, I really do. And so I've seen a couple of different figures of him that different companies have made, just before I continue. And there's one company in particular that I'm thinking of. So Toys, who I have brought from before. They are a good company, well, a really good company. They do great things. It looks exactly like the actor who played Barry Allen, and I do mean exactly like him. But the one drawback with their figure is they've given him long hair that goes pretty much down to his shoulders, which the only time he ever had that was when he was the Bad Flash. If you've seen the Flash, you'll know what I mean by that. So that kind of put me off of that figure. Plus, I don't know when it's going to be released. It was meant to be released in 2024, and we're now in 2026. And it was close to £200. But yeah, I love this figure. I will show you his hands quick. So he's got a fist hand. There you go. Which he actually has the other one on him at the moment, I believe. He has his... That's for when he's running. So that's his running hand. Which in theory you should have two of. Yeah, there's his other fist hand. Helps if I actually show it to the camera. And then... Oh yeah, there you go, there's his other running hand. I will say though, be careful when you're putting these hands on and off the figure, because these can break quite easily. I know that because it's happened to me before. I'll give you my ratings now. I love this thing, I really do. I do recommend it, but if you're gonna buy it, watch the price. Because the prices can vary on where you get it from. You see, so they can vary. And I also recommend getting the others, because I'm going to at some point, when I find them for a reasonable price. There was going to be a season, or there was supposed to be a season 10, but the guy that played the Flash, whose name escapes me, so I'm just going to call him Barry Allen. He had done it for 9 years, going on 10, and he just wanted to give it a break, or have a break from it. Because also, he'd also had a kid in between times of filming the show as well, so he wanted to spend time with his family. Which I can't blame him, to be fair. Yes, but 10 out of 10 for this figure. Highly, highly recommend it. Really, really do. If I was to give it one fallback, it would be that it didn't come with a head where this bit is down and you can see just its face. That would be my one and only gripe. And also, the other thing that would have been good, and this isn't a gripe, this is just something that would have been quite good, is if they'd released the Flash and the Reverse Flash together as a 2-pack, so you'd have two figures in one. Yeah, 10 out of 10, love it, it's phenomenal, really is. And yeah, I do highly recommend this. Yeah, it's 10 out of 10, absolutely love it, and I will catch you in the next one, guys.